happy, healthy, and safe.
What's going on, you guys? It's the one and only Black Dahlia. I am the cutie with the booty, hottie with the body, thong wearing, chainsaw wielding scream queen, and you're watching Covalent TV.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, and I want to give a huge shout out to Daryl and Werner of the wrestling podcast Covalent TV. These guys work extremely hard and give an honest review. It's the second best podcast in the world, second to the Kurt Angle Show. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Yeah, baby. If you don't know, you better ask somebody around this mug, man. Y'all better ask somebody around here, man. We in the building tonight. Oh, it is Wednesday. Dynamite would absolutely just rain down blessings of professional wrestling greatness over Baltimore, ladies and gentlemen. So that means, welcome to your AEW Dynamite Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Starksign.
Big Dub.
What is happening, everybody? What is going on in the house tonight? Let me feel the love from the Truth Seekers. Truth Seekers roll call. Get that engagement going early, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love to your boys over here at Covalent TV. Y'all have the easiest job in the world, man. We drop off all this good work at your front doorstep, and all you got to do is those little things. It's easy. It's too easy. Mm-hmm. We got to add a degree of difficulty. Y'all got to do this while jumping over gators or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, okay? You know, for the fellas, you got to do it at a strip club where all of the women are ugly. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. You're in Michigan. You already know all about it. Okay, but, yeah, that's rough. That's damn. Yeah, fellas, I apologize. That's too damn difficult of a degree of difficulty there. I'm sorry. My apologies. But much love to every single one of y'all in the house tonight. Y'all know I love y'all, you know what I'm saying, for the ladies, long and strong. But for the fellas, just strong. Just strong. All right? And speaking of which, are we in here heavy tonight? It looks like it. It looks like it. Werner's little prison hoe is in here already. You know? We working it out. Ho is a gardening tool, Werner, so he helps you get a lot of work done. Adrian Carpenter came through with the with the 5 schmackaroo donation, saying instead of fake Mox outrage, can we give AEW credit for showcasing black talent, 7 matches with black talent in Dynasty? We shouted that out on the show.
Yes, we did.
We shouted that out on the Dynamite before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, we already know what's going on. But yeah, and you know what I'm saying, showing love to his little prison baby. You know what I'm saying? They was listening to We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. Yeah, coming through right there with the 2 schmackaroos. You know what I mean? You know what, and that may be, but that's what Werner likes about you.
What?
He likes that you're his little Latino heat. That's what he likes. That's what he likes about you. So don't bring up things that your man loves about you is a negative. That's a bad thing. You shouldn't do that, Amps. All right? Or just find the love of a woman, whichever one you prefer. It's completely up to you. We're not going to tell you what to do with your loins. Whatever you do with your loins is your business. And Werner's as well. Okay. Hey, they send it through that paper for you to clap some ass, Werner. You know what I'm saying? Oh, booty cheeks clapping, ladies and gentlemen. Shouts out to all of the women who have booty cheeks to clap. We love you, no pause. But we got a job to do, beautiful people. We have a job to do, man. And oh my goodness. Bring you beautiful people the news, holding one special, dumbass, accountable, and bring you facts, data, statistics as we go. But actually, I'm going to bring something up. Man, it's going to have to be a new segment. I think Werner going to have to jump in on it too someday. But it's going to be a new segment called What We Not Gonna Do. So, yeah, guys, I got to bring up something that I know for a fact that I would definitely say, and I'm sure you all are going to say, what we not going to do. And y'all could fill in the blanks once I get there. But, Werner, let's not delay the people any further. Let's not BS around. Let's go ahead and get into Ted News in prison.
No one's in prison.
Yes, you are.
No.
That's a fake Oval Office.
Still an Oval Office.
I'm really in the United Center right
now. That's a lie.
I really am. Bulls just won. I am. You're going to see people passing behind me at any second. All right, but go ahead.
All right. It's a sad day. Gunther has been brainwashed. For good.
Talk to him.
For good.
Yeah, talk to me, man.
He went on I Hate Tony Khan podcast number 475, which is the Ariel Helwani show.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. He's gone mad, is what you're telling me.
All
right, let's get to it. Come on, let's get to
it.
All
right, here we go. Paul Levesque saved professional wrestling to a big degree, with him opening the world to WWE and creating so many jobs and opportunities back then for so many guys like us.
What?
All the European guys. He opened the floodgates for wrestling world outside of WWE. I think that change has been very positive, and I think that was a big achievement.
Hey, Warner, you a bitch, bro. Why would you could have picked any story, you picked the one where there's a person that is clearly battling a drug habit. That's what you do. How low can you be? Father God in heaven. And I also heard that he signed on the dotted line as well.
Yeah, well, dumbass.
Yeah, especially considering your run is about to be over.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, Gunther, let me tell you something, man. People being fed brain to how things should look, how things should work, how people should interact, how storylines should be written, how entrances should work. Like everybody that is absolutely fed-brained, I would really prefer, this is just a preference. I know y'all won't, but this will be a preference. I would prefer to y'all to stop going on podcasts. Mm-hmm. I would prefer to y'all that y'all just stop having opinions on professional wrestling. And I've said this about drones as well. Somebody might say, why? And based off of what I'm going to say and what we not going to do, y'all probably going to think I'm being a hypocrite, but no, I'm going to explain why. You don't live in a professional wrestling bubble. Multiple representatives of your company have said that you are no longer professional wrestling. You are a storytelling entity.
Yep.
Y'all are sports entertainment. Stop making it seem like WWE is having a net positive impact on professional wrestling. Now, if somebody says on the whole WWE is professional wrestling, where? 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 When is the last time WWE on a non-pay-per-view has fucking cracked an hour worth of wrestling on their shows? Where? They have said that before. They have said that, like, literally, your company has said that. There is no defense to what I'm saying right now. Because if WWE has done so much for professional wrestling, there wouldn't be independent wrestling promotions that are willing to sell their promotion up the river for WWE. TNA selling themselves up the river for WWE. These things wouldn't be happening if professional wrestling was thriving underneath WWE. The evidence is out there. That's like going to a crime scene and the murder weapon is right there. The gun is still smoking and you go, this person died from squirrel attack. Y'all don't make any sense. You like, I ain't gonna lie, I ranted on Monday, but it was passionate. I had to get that off my chest. You wrestlers, y'all gotta stop. This is why I had that rant on Monday. Y'all gotta stop. Because not only are you lying to yourselves, you're lying to young, impressionable wrestlers. You're lying to your audience. And what's crazy is, you don't even have to lie to your audience because they're going to follow up behind your poop shoot regardless. So why lie? Why lie? And for anybody that is going to tell me, you have to understand, brand recognition this, brand loyalty that, right? Let me put it like this. When it comes to being your own person, that is something that a WWE wrestler does not understand, or a WWE adjacent wrestler does not understand. So instead of blaming and making an excuse for why these wrestlers talk the way they do, instead encourage that they have some individuality and actually care about their craft. Oops. Oops. Because to me, that's an excuse. When I hear, oh, you gotta understand it's brand loyalty. You should be encouraging these wrestlers to build their brands up. Their individual brands up. You know why? Because now that is something that would open doors for other wrestlers. If Gunther was building a high profile for European wrestlers as an individual, that would open the door for other European individuals to get paper in wrestling. But instead, you got Gunther saying, WWE is my everything. I'm not saying he said that, but I'm paraphrasing.
It's his present.
Yeah, like, and you got Penta running out here sitting and spinning on it. Ray Phoenix out here sitting and spinning on it. And you got to understand that there's lots of Latino wrestlers, lots of European wrestlers, wherever you come from, whatever part of the world you come from, that are seeing that and they're going, oh, I don't need to build my own brand. I just need to make it to WWE.
Mm-hmm. Where no one is bigger than the brand.
So why are we making the excuse of, oh, it's brand loyalty, bro. You gotta understand. Save it. Save it. You open more doors when you're you. You get more accomplished in life when you get it off of the strength, off the muscle. There's a lot of people in here that have been employees their whole life and they don't know what it looked like to be a boss. And that's fine. But don't tell a boss how to be a fucking boss if you ain't never been one. Again, oops. See, what we're doing is we're establishing a brand within a brand. Me, the person, the individual, I'm a brand. When I go into these rooms, oh, trust me, it's recognition. A lot of these wrestlers just can't show us love online because the office will yell at them. But ask Werner. I tell him all the stories all the time about people showing us love, walking up to me, telling me they love what we do all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Covalent TV isn't just a brand, we are as well. And these WWE wrestlers are not taught to make themselves a brand. They're taught to live in the home of the brand. Yeah, we got you. You'll have the lights on. You'll have some food in the kitchen. You'll have a bed to sleep in, but don't you dare try to leave this house. Don't you dare try to go out in the world and establish yourself. You belong to us. Your reputation and your popularity belongs to us. Why do you think when a wrestler that's been in WWE most of their career goes anywhere else, their fans call them by their WWE name? Is that building a brand for themselves?
Nope.
And I'm going to give you an example. If there's anybody questioning what I'm saying, I'm going to give you an example. How many indie dates do WWE wrestlers get to work in a year? Uh-oh. 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 Some of you brand dorks probably got tongue-tied just now. Uh-oh.
1.
Name it. I'm listening.
Bloodsport.
Warner, you gotta
If
stop
there
with
is
the
nothing
dramatic
going on,
pauses.
if there is nothing going on for them at WrestleMania weekend, they automatically get shuffled into Bloodsport.
Warner thinks he's James Earl Jones or some shit. Stop taking dramatic pauses, motherfucker. Talk. But yeah, and that's only a select few.
And that's only a select few. But again, there's still one for the select few.
And GCW is WWE adjacent. So Warner, I hate to say it like this, but I don't even count that.
Man, I get what you're saying.
Because Bloodsport is hosted underneath GCW.
Right. No, I understand that, but until they get bought.
Warner, we're not gonna do that. Now you splitting hairs. Anything that is WWE adjacent counts. Look at TNA right now. You would include TNA in that, wouldn't you? All right, that's what I said. See? Warner, you kind of backed yourself into a corner there, bro. You moan about TNA all the time, and then when I hit you with the same logic, you're like, oh, well, it doesn't count. I'm like, but it does, though. But all of these people that, again, don't want to build their brands, don't want to build up who they are, that's fine. That's fine. But guess what? Don't have opinions on people who are. Don't have opinions on people who don't want to be a part of the system. Just don't. You could save yourself a lot of hypocrisy if you just don't. Respectfully. And I'm gonna get to something I want to talk about. Because we gotta talk about this type of stuff. But guys, we gotta get to the portion of the show that y'all know and love and hate at the same time. And y'all hate when we read it to you because it is not a good night story. It is a nightmare before no Christmas because there are no gifts being exchanged here. So if you know what is coming up on the show, go on ahead and drop that bang tang tang in the comment section. But even if you decide you are not going to, I'm gonna tell you punk anyway. It is time for us to hold one special. Dumbass! Accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Throat lozenge.
This is from Twitter.
Throat lozenge. Everybody put Halls in the comment section so they can sponsor us.
Oh, I would love that sponsorship.
That'd be a big sponsor.
That would be an amazing sponsorship that I will gladly take.
Yeah, there we go. You would take an icy hot sponsor too, wouldn't you? Yes,
not after Shaq doing that little shimmy nonsense.
Warner, you do that in the shower all the time. Let's keep going.
Okay. This is from Chad Gable. Chad Gable says, and I quote, I really can't overstate how happy I am for this guy. After hearing his story, knowing where he's been, all he's done, and what has happened to him, it's awe-inspiring to watch. Someone come back and make a stand for what they believe in. Go for it. El Grande Americano.
You could kiss my ass.
Yeah, El Grande Americano even has his own fucking Twitter account.
Dumbass!
Was that it?
Yep.
I'm sorry y'all had to hear that.
I ain't gonna lie.
What the hell? Soundboard playing random shit. Okay. Adrian Carpenter came through with a 5 Schmackaroo Super Chat saying Kevin Knight should be an example to young talent that WWE isn't the end-all, be-all. Look at the push he's already getting with AEW. Follow said, what a show, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all coming through with the donations early. Keep it going. You know what, matter of fact, man, I'm feeling the Holy Spirit, bro. I'm feeling the Holy Spirit, man. You know what, Warner, I think it's about that time. We take our holy butts
to church.
No, there it is.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now, listen, what y'all pray.
Okay, so I'm seeing something in the comment section, and I just kind of want to put a close to it because I'm not. I told y'all, you know, if you want to comment, Red, put in a super chat, but I'm gonna put something to a close real quick. Okay, shouts out to. I gotta give a shout out to somebody in this stream. In a second, I'm actually gonna do that before I do what we not gonna do. I'm gonna do that beforehand. But like, let me say something. Anybody, who was that I just saw that was going back and forth with, hold on, Adrian Carpenter. Brandon Ace is a Fed walker. I'm going to tell you something. With Fed walkers, no matter how much logic, no matter how many facts, data, statistics, anything you hit them with, they're always going to root for McDonald's. They're always going to root for the New York Yankees. They're always going to root for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what a Fed walker is. They're going to seem like they're down the middle, but they're not. Do not waste your breath. You notice tonight, we haven't been reading those comments. Adrian, I'm trying to tell you, don't waste your time, homie. And Brandon Ace, we appreciate the viewership. We do. But I see you're trying to like sow this weird like WWE dissension in like the comment section when we're trying to spit these facts, and I'm not feeling that, homie. It's very disingenuous. All right, but Dylan came through. Damn. Came through with the donation out there with the Canadian. Oh, don't you know?
Oh, Canada.
Said, sorry I haven't been in the chats as of late. I've been in the hospital again due to heart issues. But I still make sure to catch the show whenever I can. Also keep up the great work as always. Look, Dylan. Man, those types of comments get me, dog.
Same.
Man.
Health is more important, Dylan.
Yeah.
Health is always more important.
And what I was gonna say was, it is so. Oh my God. It is, man, this is how y'all know I love y'all for real, man. You can't fake this feeling I'm having right now. It chokes me up almost that to think that there's somebody battling a health issue or they're going through something real crazy or like that y'all take the time to come in here, log into this stream, sit down, in your case, you donated, and still show us love. That, man, that chokes me up, y'all. I remember having a conversation with my mom, God rest her soul, where I said, that is one of my favorite parts of doing this show. Is that love, that community, that people coming here, even in spite of all of the stuff that they're going through, just to show love to us talking about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the conversation we had at the end of our Raw review on Monday. If we could do that more, if I was free enough to do that more, I would love to do that. And yeah, guys, that is awesome. That is awesome. We appreciate you supporting Dylan, and get well, obviously. You know what I mean? You see everybody else is telling you get well. You know, we it's all love in here, man. Much love to you, bro. Much love to you. Respectfully. Man, that's crazy. That blows my mind every time I see it. Man, that blows my mind. Thank you. Thank you. All right, but let me hold on, let me go back up to you. Yeah, I read it all. Okay, I was making sure I read it all. I was making sure I read it all. And I saw somebody ask a question that, again, it doesn't delay the stream too much for me to bring it up. It does not delay the stream too much for me to bring it up. Somebody asked, what's the difference between a drone and a fed walker? Easy. Very easy. Drones are like that really, 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 really loud gay person that, like, you can hear them coming from a block away. They, like, you know what they're all about. And it's no problem with that. If that's you, that's you. Who cares? But, like, they're like that. Whereas a fed walker, they hide themselves. They kind of cloak themselves amongst all of the other people walking on the streets in the daytime. But really, they're a vampire just like all the other vampires. They could just walk in the sunlight. So they walk amongst people just like you and me, pretending like they care about the real causes, when in all actuality, they're just there to infiltrate and cause chaos in the day. That's it. That's really the only difference. And fed walkers tend to be more passive aggressive. I can't remember. I mean, I used to study up on stuff like this. I can't remember. And we probably had a lot of fed walkers in here because we were sitting at like 34 people when we dropped down to 21. So we must have offended a couple of fed walkers. Mm-hmm. But I can't remember if it's tigers or lions that have the better temperament. I think it's lions. They're like the tigers of drones, basically. Like, They can walk in the daytime. They look a certain way, this, that, and the third. They'll play the part. They'll look that, but in all actuality, they have the temperament of a tiger. They do. And they can't help themselves. When they feel like something that they actually give a damn about is being criticized, oh man, they crash out every time. Every time. Every single time. That's the easiest way to get a fed walker to expose themselves. Say, hey, I don't like this about WWE right now. Watch the fed walker come right out of somebody. Mm-hmm. Drones, you know a drone is a drone. You know a drone is a drone. You can see them a mile away. You know a drone. WWE merch, WWE belt, standing in the NXT crowd saying, Swerve, we're coming for you, while grinding next to other men.
And staring at Booker T.
They're very easy to spot. Drones are extremely easy to spot. Fed walkers are very, very difficult to spot. At first. All you got to do is talk to them. You'll figure it out real fast. All you got to do is talk to them. Give or take, if I had to put minutes on it, give or take 2-3 minutes of conversation. You'll figure it out. You'll be like, oh, say any mild criticism of WWE and they'll crash out instantly. Does that answer your question? Because I ain't gonna lie. Unless you're new, I'm tired of being asked that damn question. I'm tired of being asked that damn question. I'm not gonna lie. Mo said, you guys helped me get through the loss of my dad. Glad I found this stream. Oh man, Mo.
Oh man.
Man, y'all gotta stop. Saying, speaking of which, man, what we not gonna do? Ladies and gentlemen, oh wait, no, I said I was gonna get his purse at props. It's rare when I do this, but if you earn it and I see you do something where you're not acting like a hypocrite, you're not coming on our show saying one thing and then I see you on social media doing another, basically you earn your stripes. And it's funny, I was just talking about tigers. You earn your stripes. I'm gonna start shouting people out on the show. A lot of y'all have not earned y'all stripes as of yet because y'all say one thing on our show, and then I see y'all on social media doing a whole different thing, saying a whole different thing. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got to give it to Apollo. Apollo was lighting a Fed Walker up on Twitter this morning. Apollo lit a Fed Walker on fire this morning. I saw the whole exchange. I can't read it all, but I'm telling you right now, it was like straight out of the Covalent TV playbook. It was straight out of the Covalent TV playbook. I got to give my salutes to him, man. He did something at the end of this argument that ended it in its tracks. They filibustered. They went to sign language immediately. That shows that Apollo has been listening to Covalent TV and applying the lessons we teach. He asked at the end of this argument, hold on, serious question just to conclude. When did you start watching wrestling? And this person said, fine, 2006. Apollo, you actually get credit tonight, man. You get credit tonight. You that shows me you watch our shows and you actually listen. You don't go on social media and do another thing and be under another fucking podcast post sitting and spinning on it. And I told y'all I pay attention. Y'all thought I was joking. And I'm not even chronically online. I'm a very super busy guy. But when I see some stuff, I'm like, hey, what's this? And that was one of those moments where I was like, you know what? Good for you. Y'all can learn a thing or two from Apollo on how to debate these drones and these Fed Walkers. He utilized the Covalent TV method and Apollo, you could tell me because I didn't see the rest of it. Did that not shut it down? Because from what I saw, that shut it down. I keep telling y'all our methods work. I keep telling y'all our methods work. Yeah, because I think the last message I saw, they tried to say, you filibustered. I said, what? I said, that's just not true. So, yeah, you earn your stripes, you're going to get a shout out on this show. You earn your stripes, you getting a shout out on this show. Point blank, period. And again, until I see some of y'all apply the same things that Apollo did, don't be talking to me about oh, well, yeah, I listened to you guys. No. Why don't you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Y'all know the rest. Y'all need to know everything. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to hold one special.
Dumbass!
You're accountable. Oh boy. So speaking of grown men grinding in the crowd saying, Swerve, we're coming for you. By the way, pause.
Yeah.
Not if necessary. That's just pause.
Pause.
It needs to be the same people that say to an AEW fan, rent free, bro. These would be the same people, might I add. But one person underneath the repost of the video we did it at, because it was mad cringe, said, this is the closest Swerve will ever get back to the big leagues. And shouts out to this one person. I don't know if this is a ninja watcher that watches Covalent TV, but it seemed like it was straight out of the Covalent TV playbook. This person said, he was already there, right? And then the same person that put the first comment, oh boy, y'all got to get ready for this one. This is a doozy. And he proved he couldn't handle it. AJ Francis carried him.
Oh my God.
You smoked yourself. Whoever you are, pinfall prodigy, you smoked yourself. That was a self-own. You know that, right? You know that was a self-own. That was a self-own in the highest variety. Homie, you owned yourself in a way that I don't think I've ever seen anybody own themselves. Are you serious, homie? Are you serious, homie? And AJ Francis rocks with the platform. I'm not denigrating him at all. But like, are you serious, homie? Look at what one is doing and look at what the other is doing. Like, I don't care if you're a friend of the platform. The truth don't change, baby. The truth don't change. And if there's any snitches in here that's going to send it to him, you could tell them look, not only can you tell them I said it, you could put this clip in slow-mo, you could put it in fast forward, you could keep it at regular speed, you could send it in triples, I don't give a damn how you do it. But you can't say I'm wrong. Look at what one is doing and look at what the other is doing. And then, from what I've been seeing, and by the way, AJ, I'm gonna call you out for hypocrisy, bro. You're not on code. I'm gonna call you out for something. I meant to do this on another stream. You not on code, homie. You can't defend Booker T saying, "Oh, Swerve's not on code. Oh, and I tried to get B-Fab to the event, and people called me a crash out, and Swerve left me out to dry." You know you're doing the same thing that other black men that go on Vlad do, right? I want you to understand that, homie. Like, and if we was talking face to face, man to man, I'd say the same thing to you. Bro, you're just as off code. If Swerve's off code, then you're off code as well. The only thing I saw Swerve do was call out a coon. And in the FBA community, that's what we do. We cast our coons out. We don't put them on the front page. We go, hey man, if you think them people love you, go ahead. If them people that called you an N-word in front of the whole world, you rock with them, you go on ahead. But don't come back over here. That's all in my eyes, that's all Swerve did. Now, do I approve of him going on Vlad? Hell no. Hell no. Vlad is a culture vulture, and again, he tried to get our platform taken down. That's a true story. I can literally prove this. So no, I know, Vlad can eat the biggest bowl of you-know-whats that he possibly has accessible to him. No. So no, I don't agree with him going on the platform. But did Swerve utilize that platform to tear down a credible, solid black man? Or did he use that platform to cast out a coon? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, AJ, that's where you run into a problem. That's where you run into a problem. You not on code. So all these passive aggressive shots you taking at Swerve, it makes you look like you're not on code. See, Swerve said his piece about Booker T and kept it pushing. The Dynasty thing, was that a little bit of overkill? Sure, absolutely. Because he already cast him out. So that was kind of unnecessary. I won't lie. That was unnecessary. But like, bruh, what you're doing is worse. Because now every time I'm seeing your name pop up in the news cycle, you passively, aggressively sub and Swerve. You got to chill, homie. You got to chill. Because if anybody looks like they not on code, it's you. And this is a moment where I love how quiet the comment section got, because that means that y'all not speaking on nothing y'all don't know anything about. That is what y'all are here to do. Y'all here to learn. So salute to y'all for not, trying to say how FBA issues are handled. I appreciate that. But yeah, AJ, if I was you, man, I'd go ahead and just move on to the next thing I got going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Close your clam, homie. That's all you could do, bro. Because he's not wrong. Let's be honest. Swerve wasn't wrong. The dude Booker T claimed he was opening doors for black wrestlers, but yet you allowed a white man to call you the N-word on TV in front of another white man. Nah.
And you were still okay with WrestleMania 19.
Yeah, nah, and the promo that preceded it with Triple H.
Right.
Whom of which you work underneath right now.
Mr. I don't see color.
Yeah, homie. Yeah, homie. And to go back to my original point at the beginning of this show, these are the people that you'll tell me are opening doors for young wrestlers? Really? These are the same people you'll tell me is opening doors for young black wrestlers. The dude who let a white man call him the N-word on television. I dare anybody to make sense of that. Even the biggest Fed walker can't make sense of that. Oh, look at what he's doing with reality of wrestling. Look at all this. He's opening doors for young black wrestlers. Then why, since the WWE ID program has been announced, all I've seen is white faces? Uh-oh. Damn, I got him again. Warner. Uh-oh. I've seen Zeta Steel. I've seen Jack Cartwheel. I've seen a lot of white faces. I haven't seen any reality of wrestling faces at all. Uh-oh. Why did they make Zeta Steel the face of the ID program if Booker T is opening doors for young black women in reality of wrestling? I'm looking at you, Maya World. Uh-oh. Why aren't you the face of the ID program? Uh-oh. See, I could go there, but I'm not because I got to get into something else. And it's called What We Not Gonna Do. First ever edition of What We Not Gonna Do. What we not gonna do? Kylie Ray. What we not gonna do, beloved? What we not gonna do, sweetheart? Sugarfoot, honey lumps. What we not gonna do is stand on a soapbox and throw grenades in the crowd, sweetheart. That's what we're not gonna do. Sweetheart, I got more dirt on you than the cemetery, baby. You don't, what we not gonna do? I got more dirt on you than I had on Britt Baker. Do you really, like, I'm gonna talk about it, guys, don't worry. Sweetheart, do you know how many people got dirt on you, baby? You should be as quiet as a library on a Sunday night. If any wrestler should be keeping their mouth closed and their head down, it's you, sweetheart. Let's talk about this. Kylie Ray would put out the dumbest tweet of 2025 so far, in my opinion, at least from somebody with a platform. We've seen dumb tweets from people who don't have a platform, people who are just drones. That's why drone accountability exists. See, but this is going to be the difference between drone accountability and what we not going to do. And the only time we're going to do it is when we have one. But this is going to be the difference. We're going to reserve what we not going to do for people that actually have platforms. Kylie Ray said, motherfuckers way too comfortable criticizing wrestlers when they've never even stepped foot in a ring. Baby, here's what we not going to do. Here's what we not going to do, sweetheart. Here's what we not going to do. Okay. Warner, you ready to play this game? I need everybody to bounce stuff off. We finna play a game, y'all. We gonna bounce stuff off of each other. Pause if necessary. Oh. Let's do it. Okay, Warner.
Yes.
So if you go to a 5-star restaurant.
Yep.
And they serve you a dead sauteed rat from the alley and put it on your plate, are you within reach to say it's not good food because you're not a chef? Okay. Somebody else give me an example. Oh, Warner, I got one. Okay, and if I'm not allowed to say a movie is bad if I'm not a director?
Oh, you should be allowed to say the movie sucks.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If a pilot of a plane almost sends us to a fiery hell Do I not have the right to criticize him as a pilot?
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't been a pilot? Wait. Whoa. Ho. And then here's where this logic really doesn't make sense. There are 3 coaches in the NBA right now that didn't play a quarter of NBA basketball. They may have played basketball in the past. The same way how somebody might have wrestled in their living room as a kid, or wrestled in their backyard as a kid, or watched thousands of wrestling matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Thibodeau, coach of the New York Knicks, and formerly of my Bulls, never played a quarter in the NBA. Eric Spoelstra never played a quarter of basketball in the NBA. Frank Vogel never played a quarter of basketball in the NBA. If I went to the NFL, that list gets longer. If I went to the NFL, that list gets longer. Are we being serious? See, that's that WWE bubble mentality that they want to breed into their wrestlers, and then their wrestlers pass it down to the fans. Sit down, shut up, take crap, even if you don't have to. Sit down, shut up, and take the crap we give you because we're the wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, there were some wrestlers co-signing it. Obviously. And guess what, guys? Outside of Gail Kim, these are wrestlers that ain't got deals. Uh-oh. I'm on an uh-oh streak tonight. Uh-oh. Wrestlers that are still breaking their backs in the indies right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Werner, I'm about to drop a bomb on this one. Uh-oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
And these wrestlers that was co-signing that, I've seen y'all wrestle. You ain't good.
Oh.
Rut-row. Uh-oh.
Bang.
Oh,
bang,
no.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, no.
So you really should keep your mouth closed. So if anybody shouldn't have an opinion on wrestlers screwing up, it's you. Nah. That was why I really had a problem. I was like, I've seen most of y'all wrestle in person. Y'all can't wrestle like that. I'm pretty sure if you gave a fan a coaching session that same night, they could probably out wrestle some of y'all that was co-signing that. Uh-oh. And man, Werner, tell your prison girlfriend to calm down.
Calm down.
We'll get to it, man. You acknowledge that that's your prison girlfriend. I appreciate you.
No, I did not acknowledge it. I just...
But yeah, no
skipping ahead.
Not even in the super chat. We appreciate you though. Bruh. So everybody started calling her out. Everybody that wasn't one of the boys or one of the girls was pretty much calling her out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sweetheart, you should know that the internet, when it comes to investigating things, is undefeated. The internet has solved murders.
Mm-hmm.
Warren, am I lying?
Nope.
Truth Seekers, am I lying? The internet has solved murders. Sweetheart, not only do you follow some of the worst trash, let me slow down because I don't want to yell. Not only do you follow some of the worst trash, overly analytical accounts on the platform, people were doing enough investigation to suspect that you might be one of these accounts. I'm only mentioning this for the sake of context. This is not a cue to start bringing up random internet people names. We don't care. Baby, people in a second figured out that you might be Heel Uzi.
Ooh.
You followed every iteration of that account, even after it was suspended multiple times. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You might have worked yourself into a shoot, baby. You might have, oh, sweetheart, you might have worked yourself into a shoot, baby.
Holy shit.
And people figured this out within an hour.
Damn.
Said Natty followed that account too. There's a lot of wrestlers that are under that WWE bubble that shield for that company a lot that follow that account and other pro WWE, AEW bashing accounts. And I told y'all a long time ago. I'm talking about 2 years ago. Maybe even 3. I gave y'all this tidbit of information because I wanted y'all to know this. When I said 80% of wrestlers have burner accounts, I wasn't lying. It's probably higher now since I last said that. 80% of wrestlers have burner accounts. In 2025, it's probably close to 90. But most wrestlers have burner accounts. But I'll tell you what. So, Kylie, for somebody that quits as much as you, for somebody that has as many vices as you do, for somebody that fucks up as much as you do and then blames it on mental health as much as you do, for as many things that people can pull out the drawer on you, you should be the last person talking about what people should and shouldn't do. And that concludes the first ever What We Not Gonna Do. If anybody wants to talk about it in the comment section, feel free. Please feel free. Please feel free. But I was so glad to see her get called out. Werner, it made me giddy on the inside to see her get called out.
I didn't see any of this. I'm actually kind of blown away that she's heel Lucy.
Dude, it's like almost everything points to it.
Yeah.
Almost everything points to it. That account always criticizes the women's wrestlers in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Always criticizes AEW.
Yep.
Always criticizes Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm.
I could go on and on, bro. I'm pretty sure if Kylie Ray keeps pushing it, you notice, if anybody noticed, she ain't really saying nothing after that tweet. Because she don't want people to start pulling IP addresses and figuring out where these accounts coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You notice she ain't saying nothing. You notice she been real low pro since she put that tweet out. I keep telling y'all. And of course, compromised media has burners. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
Hey pal, what's the problem? How can I help you with your customer service issue today?
A couple media, that's funny. A couple media outlets have already got caught slipping. A couple wrestlers have got caught slipping. Rhea Ripley got caught slipping one time. It's a few wrestlers that got caught slipping. It's a couple more that if y'all know them in the comment section and y'all remember, put them there. But I know Rhea Ripley got caught slipping one time. It's a few. And Frank, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm only reading this comment because it applies. She does think she's slick. She does think she's slick. Guys, if there's a snitch that sends the clip of what we just did to her and she tries to come at us, I promise you that will be a chamber that will be unleashed. That's like an extended clip. She don't want that. What I did to Britt will be child's play compared to what I could do to Kylie.
Yeah, because you've known her for what, 15 years?
Yeah. Oh, it would get spooky. If Kylie wants to go to character, homie, it'll get dark. She don't want that. Baby, you don't want that. You don't want that. And knowing you're going to play the, I don't know this guy. I don't know him. Because that's what you do with everybody that exposes you for who you actually are. I don't even know that person. Okay. Britt tried the same thing. Ron, you remember that? Britt tried the same thing. And then we watched other people report on our story and not give us credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been telling y'all since 2023 about what Britt was getting into. Even before that. Okay. All right, Kylie. Play if you want to, sweetheart. Play if you want to. I know the real reason they had you sign that NDA. I know the real reason. Do you want me to put that out? That ain't a threat. That's a promise. Stop playing with people. And stop wagging your finger at people for holding wrestlers accountable for their performances. And other wrestlers too, stop being mad when art is criticized. That is what art is meant to be in order for it to grow. Mm-hmm. In order for the modern wheel to become the modern wheel, somebody had to say, hey, it being square is not going to work. In order for food to become better, somebody had to say, hey, bruh, this ain't got no flavor, white man.
But I put salt and pepper in it.
Ain't enough. In order for your favorite sports franchise to become better, you got to say, hey, general manager, you sucking right now. We finished at the bottom of the league. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kylie, you don't get to wag your finger at nobody. Baby, you in your 30s in a developmental program right now.
Not even a developmental program. They're not doing anything with her.
No, she gonna be in some of them little Vegas weekend events.
Oh, okay.
But the irony, I'm talking more so about the irony. You in your 30s in a developmental program, wagging your finger, telling people what to criticize and what not to criticize. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to come down from that literal, in your case, high horse that you're on. Emphasis on high. Uh-oh. And get real. Bet you think I ain't know about that, huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Play with me if you want to, baby. I don't like that. Guys, I don't like that. That does not move the business forward. When somebody wags their finger at you and tells you, you can't criticize what we do unless you've done it. Every time somebody does that, it doesn't move anything forward. Don't do that. And that's why you got lit up. So don't go into hiding and cancel all your Mania weekend bookings because of mental health. Nah. You knew what you was doing when you put that out. Oh, no. I better not see Kylie Ray took a mental health nothing. I better not see Kylie Ray took a mental health nothing. Because I know what you do to get your mental pains to go away. Uh-oh. Again, you don't want me to put that out. Come on, baby. Adrian Carpenter came through with the 5 schmackaroo donation saying, thank you, called them all out, especially that weirdo chick. Weirdo is a very, very good word to describe her. Mm-hmm. Like, if you knew the stuff that she's gotten herself into, and the stuff she's done to people that that whole smiley Kylie Ray, that is that's a gimmick. That is a gimmick. And your little squidget boyfriend, husband. Your little squidget husband, baby daddy can't get no gigs either. Y'all birds of a feather. And I know why he can't get gigs. You want to test me? I know his name. I could call him out by name. Don't nobody really mess with y'all. I know the 2 or 3 people that mess with y'all, and they the only reason why y'all even get gigs. Don't nobody rock with Isaiah's. Only people that rock with Isaiah is, I could go there. I could go there. If he wasn't friends with Mustafa.
Ooh.
If he wasn't, should I keep the names going?
Keep going.
Because I really could. If he wasn't friends with the 2 or 3 people that you know who I'm talking about, he wouldn't get booked for nothing. Nothing. Your baby daddy's a bum. And bums of a feather box together. You better stop, sweetie. You better stop. You know why? Because if you had any real pull and you was really rocked with like that, you could get your boy some gigs. But you can't. You know why? Because don't nobody fuck with him. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
And a few people that rock with him, they book him in the same place. He can't get out. He's locked up. They won't let him out.
They threw away the key.
The dude been doing freelance wrestling since 2011?
Ooh. Pack it up. We'll find a day job.
You understand where I'm coming from. Baby, I know you the breadwinner in that household. Uh-oh. Part 2.
Uh-oh.
Like what? Sweetheart, I know your stuff in your closet. You don't want to go there with me. You've been ripping and running all around the country just to keep the lights on in your crib for your bum ass baby daddy. That's why just literally right after popping your baby out, you had to hop your ass in that gym and get back on the road. Say I'm lying. I'm doing the same thing I did with Britt Baker. I challenge you to say I'm lying. And that little squidget don't want no smoke with me. So if you try to sick him on me, I'm going to punt his little shit too looking ass. He don't want no smoke with me. Because I already know how he get down. He run to people who can actually do something about something. He ain't a boss. Your boy ain't no boss. He run to the people. He run to the bosses. He ain't no boss.
Oh, he's a snitch.
Yeah, sweetheart, you got to rip and run around the country just to keep the bills up to date. You can't pull that with me. Should I say what happened when you tried to get him a job?
Ooh.
All right. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. No. I'm going to leave it there for right now. I want to see if she bold enough to keep talking down to professional wrestling fans like that. Considering she was just Miss Indies. She's smiley Kylie Ray. You was just Miss Independent. Now all of a sudden you think you better than everybody. And what's going to happen when that ID shit inevitably falls apart? Oh, okay. Or do we got a good show for the people tonight? We got a good show
yes,
for the people
do.
tonight. It is time for us to light the fuse. Bring the boom.
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Mail time. Y'all finish the rest in the comment section. You understand what I'm saying? All right, the show opens with commentary welcoming us to the show and toss it to a pre-tape promo of the Death Riders. Jon Moxley talks about how the roster is the greatest ever, but that's why none of them could get their act together when it counts. I think I had a feeling who he was talking about there. Okay. I feel like he had a house that was a specific color that's just not coming to my mind right now. That's what that felt like. It felt like he was talking about all the cast-offs. But he said their bodies hit the dirt. They roll back down the hill to seek comfort without addressing the real problem. Werner Eberhart, that is the real problem.
How am I the problem?
You don't have a real ID before May 7th. That's the real problem.
That's not true. I have a real ID already.
You liar. Show me the star in the corner of it right now. Werner, don't do that on stream. Somebody going to find you.
I don't have my wallet with me.
Ambs is going to find you again.
Yeah, I don't have my wallet with me.
All right, for sure. But he said they'll scorch the earth of any contender before they give a single inch. Pause. Let's pause. Let's pause that.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
pause.
a little pause. And his life's work will not be bought or sold. The Young Bucks have returned to play power brokers. Interesting. John says he's the king on the front line and says he hasn't recognized the Bucks for some time. They've stumbled onto a board and they don't know what the game is. And they better be real careful before they make any moves. Oh, my God. Okay.
I love this. It's a soft retelling of why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it wasn't 100 on 10 at all. It was like a love tap. It was like,
Yeah.
okay.
After everyone was bitching on Sunday.
No. Let's actually do it like this. Let's actually do it like this. Hold on. Because I want to get to something. We had Moxley going against Shibata Bread. Shibata Bread won by submission with an arm trap, body scissor, sleeper hold. I thought the match was kind of short.
Yeah, I did too.
It seemed like a prolonged squash, kind of, sort of.
But I wonder with the pile driver, they wanted to be extra careful with them.
Yeah. I thought the match was good. I thought the match was good. I didn't think it was a cheat code or a mini cheat code, but it was all right. All right, match. But post-match, the Young Bucks make their entrance before Moxley and Marina Shafir leave. Moxley simply jabs a finger at them and says something the camera doesn't catch, and they leave. And Nick Jackson gets on the mic and tells everybody to give it up for your world champion and founding fathers of AEW. The whole world is wondering why in the hell they did what they did on Sunday. Why did they call Swerve the title? And they got a good couple reasons why they did. One, they did it for their good friend Hangman Adam Page. You're welcome, buddy. This is what he wanted all along, for Swerve to never win the title again, and they did that for him. They don't forget their friends, and they still love Adam Page, and he loves them too. Matthew Jackson continues saying he wishes Moxley had stuck around for this, but he'll say it in front of the world. He gets ready to talk again, but whose house?
Swerve's house.
Would come over the PA before. You know what? Warren, I want to do this. I was trying not to be a petty ass. For every solitary person, and I made a mistake, guys, by the way. The crowd was just so loud, it sounded like it was coming over the PA. They were chanting whose house, Swerve's house, before he even came out. But I want to say this. I'm going to be petty. Did y'all hear that reaction Swerve got? That's why you do what you did on Sunday. Mega heels build mega baby faces. Let me say that again for anybody that might be from a charm city. Mega heels build mega baby faces. It has always been that way. The only reason why it hasn't been that way is because a Monopoly man with a monocle on put wrestling in a chokehold for the better part of 2 decades. Mega heels have always done the best business for mega baby faces. You can go back to the Bruno Sammartino era and this holds true.
Yeah.
But according to Kylie Ray, I don't get to talk about this but the funny part, I can because I've actually wrestled. But yeah, Warner, you wouldn't be able to talk about this.
No, I don't know nothing.
Swerve got a huge pop, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you do what you did on Sunday. Once I heard that, I'm going to be honest, I didn't give a damn about what they were saying. When I heard that, whose house? Swerve's house. When I heard that while the Young Bucks were cutting the promo, I said, mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Tony Khan was backstage going, mission accomplished. Mega heels build mega baby faces. And I still stand on what I said when I say whoever beats Moxley for that title and takes that title out of that briefcase, that moment is going to be gigantic.
It should be Swerve. I think there's no doubt about it. I don't think it should be anybody else. It should be Swerve. Because that's the moment he has been working for right now. Nobody else is working for that moment. Nobody's even trying. We're not seeing number one contenders matches for next week or next month or, a random show in between then.
And you want to know what's so beautiful, Werner? Look at all these baby faces that people are naming in the comment section of who it should be. I repeat, mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing right now is proving my point. What y'all are doing right now is proving my point. Austin Cruz, new commenter. Again, any baby face you name, you're proving my point.
And do we know if Darby's going to be alive after he's done doing this climb to Everest?
Yeah, No Pad, No Pencil was in the building. No Pad, No Pencil was in the building. Y'all came across very well on television. Salute to B More. Y'all came across very well on television.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally talking about that right now. But look at all these baby faces y'all naming. The Death Rider storyline is working.
Yep.
When is the last time you've ever been able in professional wrestling since WCW died to talk about this many baby faces getting over on a heel? And none of what y'all are saying in the comment section is in regards to who could win it would be a bad choice. None of them. None of them. The DMV definitely needs a pay-per-view. Shouts out to y'all.
Yes.
The fact that y'all could even have this discourse in the comment section speaks volumes. Now, I'll tell you, I think, just my opinion, I think Hangman should win it, and then him and Swerve should reignite their feud. That's just what I think. But if they do go with Swerve, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Again, there is a no-lose situation here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a no-lose situation here. Swerve, Will Ospreay, it doesn't matter. Hangman, this is a no-lose situation. But let's keep this rolling, man. But they also said they did it as a peace offering to the Death Riders, and they hope that things are all good between them now. They sat at home and realized they have more in common than they have different, and they both want to make AEW better in the same ways. He's impressed. Jon Moxley did what they couldn't. He took over AEW and even got the world title. So last Sunday was their elevator pitch to the Death Riders. Just imagine the synergy if they worked together with the Elite. Jon Moxley, the world champion, and AEW founding fathers together. So he asked Mox to come back out with his boys to discuss business, and instead Kenneth Omega III makes his entrance in a hoodie and shorts. He kind of just stumbled through this promo. He just kind of he rambled. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. It was rough. Kenny Omega might be one of those wrestlers that needs to be scripted. It was rough. It was very rough. But he compares the Young Bucks to shitting little Shih Tzus, and Dookie Chance broke out. Dookie Chance, Lord.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this. Ooh.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, B More, that was a very drone-ish chant.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not gonna lie. But he says he doesn't care about what they were shredding. We all know it's torn up receipts from private jets and so on and so forth. He said the part that matters, the part that pisses him off is that it wasn't because of the Death Riders. It was because of the Young Bucks that almost killed the company that he gave his life, his heart, and his soul for. He can't lie. The time off has done them wonderfully. Nick looks every bit of the 90 pounds he was before he left. And Matt, he said he looks about as red as Nick's lapels with all the tanner he's wearing. And quite frankly, he could go on, but he doesn't know. Let's just cut out the middleman and fight. And he gets to the apron, and Okada pulls up. And before he could get to the ring, Swerve's music hits. Huge pop. And they all get into the ring. Omega and Strickland bump fists, and the Best Bout Machine takes his leave. Swerve gets on the mic and pronounces it buck hunting season. And he's ready to blast some EVPs. And then Pac attacks from behind, pause if necessary. It puts the boost to Swerve, which would initiate their match. So, Werner, not only did we get an explanation for why what happened on Dynasty,
Yep.
we actually got something that is even more important than the explanation. We have all of the baby faces. The only person that was missing from this segment was Hangman. And I don't think Hangman's a full-fledged baby face as of right now.
No.
And that was clever. Tony, that was clever. Not including Hangman in this segment was clever. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Not including Hangman in this segment was smart as hell. Because, Werner, here's what he accomplished. He accomplished storyline branches. When the Young Bucks basically said, we wanted to show Hangman we were his true friend, that is going to branch off into sowing dissension between Hangman and Swerve, because Swerve is the one that's actually trying to save the company, but the Young Bucks did help Hangman's agenda of Swerve not winning that belt again. So not only did we get an explanation, we got branching storylines. We got branching sub-stories.
When have we seen that in wrestling?
You can't, I don't care how much you hate Tony Khan. At least, unlike Triple Nose Levesque, he can book a follow-up.
This was one hell of a follow-up.
Dude, I was so impressed by how this segment was wrote. I was so impressed by it that I'm like, dude, how do you still hate this storyline? If you're one of the haters of this storyline, how? Explain. Please explain. You have the Young Bucks currying favor with the Death Riders in order to fulfill an ultimate agenda. You have the Young Bucks playing into Hangman's agenda to sow dissension between him and Swerve. You have Swerve coming to the reality of the monster that he was and him trying to repent for his sins. Dude, what are we doing? In a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Right.
Normally when I say that on a WWE stream, it's because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
See, but again, people are so used to the spoon-fed Michael Cole headset storytelling that when they see something that's not that, dude, they just fall apart at the seams. They fall apart at the seams. Oh, and by the way, whoever it was that put up that clip from Dynasty, salute to you, because that was an important clip. It was important. A lot of people needed to hear what I said in that clip. But yeah, man, straight up. We got 3 branching storylines out of this. 3 different story arcs. And you're mad. But you want to know what I like that I saw a lot? I saw a lot of people saying, hey, man, look, with the way that they just did that opening segment, I don't even like the screw what happened in that main event.
Perfect.
But hold on, Warner. But to the people that showed their true colors and was saying, oh, I'm never watching AEW again after this, and you showed your true Fair Walker colors, stay on that side. Stay on that side. That's all I ask. Please stay on that side. But we're going to give you thoughts on the opening segment, and the opening promo and opening match.
I thought it was, again, too quick. I liked the explanation. I think that's perfect. Again, just soft little taps. Doesn't need to be a hard reset and start. It's just soft taps.
You got time.
You got time to turn it around. Soft taps. That's all you need.
Yeah, Double or Nothing is over a month away.
Yeah, 95 days.
Yeah.
94
You got
days.
time. You
got time. You got so much time.
Don't rush nothing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Kenny.
No, Kenny. Towards the end of it, he picked up, but like whatever that beginning part of that promo was, yikes.
Kenny.
He looked like he wanted to bust out laughing at how bad he was doing.
Right?
Yeah, Kenny. Ask for a script next time.
And then Okada. Why is his suit like 3 sizes too big?
This mug had on a 2003 NBA draft suit. This man looked like Steve Francis.
With the number 14th pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves selects Okada.
Yeah, man. I was
from
like,
Japan.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on with that suit? And Kenny, you got time to turn it around, bro. That was but we got to be fair, dog. That promo was dookie. That promo was ass gas, homie. That was terrible. That was terrible, dog.
And here's the other thing: when Swerve showed up, and then the Bucks and Okada run away. Why does Okada look like a sad little dog?
Okada, I'm shocked he didn't fly off with that big ass suit.
I thought he had the belt under it or something.
That man
he
looked like
awkward.
That man looked like he was wearing a Dumbo ear for a suit.
Right?
Straight up. Yeah, that was terrible. That was bad. That was bad.
That was terrible.
I don't know what he was thinking with that damn suit.
But you know, after seeing Swerve's reaction tonight, you had to do what you had to do on Sunday. You had to. Because of this reaction. Now, get away with it twice in a row.
No.
I know. It's impossible.
No.
That's impossible. But if you could get that level of babyface even just a little bit odder.
Daniel Bryan was like an exception to the rule.
Yeah, but that's because he had help.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's an exception to the rule. What happened with Daniel Bryan, like that, we'll never see anything like that again.
No.
I don't think it'll get to that point. And what I was gonna say is, I did the slow, proud head nod when I heard the crowd chant "Whose house work." I did the slow, proud head nod because I was just like, that's why. To all those fair walkers, they were saying, "I'm never gonna watch again." I was like, that's why you do it.
Let's see. AEW has a person of color in the main event scene 1. WWE 0.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Apollo. Yeah, Daniel Bryan, that was lightning in a bottle. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again.
Yeah. Who's mentioning Kofi Kingston?
Oh, God. That was like the watered-down, bastardized version of it. Like, it just, no. Pin Mike, you usually on point, but no. That wasn't, no. They manufactured that one. You see what we got? A new commenter. Again, I'm going to read your comments because you're new. Says 6.5 weeks to Double or Nothing. You've been warned.
Tony.
No, straight up. But no, yeah, Tony has time. Lots of it. He has time to pivot if he wants to. He has time to. He could do whatever he wants.
I think we're actually going to get a mini feud out of the Owen winners too.
I do as well. I think the Owen is going to play a huge part in feuds going into the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that. I like this year specifically. I believe that. Let me see what we got. But like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Hold on, Warner. Let me get. We got to pay the bills, homie.
Oh,
like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Warner be like, I'm gonna talk at the same time as you every time. Any other time I won't talk, but when you're talking, I'm gonna talk. God damn, bro. All right, but yeah, no, hit that like button, hit that share button. Let people know we are live, man. Let people know we are live and in direct right now. And hit the Streamlabs link, hit the Cash App, and hit the Super Chats. We ain't got a super thanks in a long time. Go ahead and get that popping too. Oh, excuse me, Lord. Jesus Christ. All right. So we got Swerve going against PAC. This match would have to end early because it looked like PAC sustained maybe an ankle injury.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's what it looked like to me.
But he ended up winning by pinfall with the Swerve stomp. Shouts out to PAC for finishing this match out. He could have just been like, yeah, I can't get back in there, but he literally hopped towards Swerve, took one of the stiffest fucking super kicks I've ever seen. Then the Swerve stomp, pin and the win. And there it was. There you have it. Commentary hypes up the rest of the show. Richard O'Shea is backstage with the Beast Mortos. Not rigor mortis, Warner. For the love of fuck. And crew talking about how he's going to lead Team Richard O'Shea to victory with $400,000 tonight. Aha! Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark Briscoe and gang are in a tunnel.
This has to be the best, funniest promo of the year so far.
Will Ospreay wants to go to Disneyland with the money. Mike Bailey wants to buy some shoes. Kevin Knight's gonna go to Magic City. Hey, Magic City with the wangs. I ain't mad at it. Hey, I ain't mad at that. And then Mark Briscoe, he's gonna diversify his bonds. And we go to break. Why not?
Like the one thing you would never hear out of Mark Briscoe's mouth is diversifying his portfolio.
And I tell you what, you know it's crazy. When AEW is even doing comedy better than WWE. That was hilarious. Why were they in a tunnel? Like, I'm still trying to figure that part out.
Wait. Tony, see, this is funny.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy.
It's not funny.
Not funny.
No. I got buttons for this.
No.
No matter how hard you try, by the way. Tony, don't just stop. Heck, no. Okay? But shouts out to Mark Briscoe, man. He was the MVP of that little segment right there. Much love. I was going to ask if anybody from the DMV knows where that tunnel is. Where was that tunnel? Like, I'm so serious. I want to know. He said, I'm going to diversify my portfolio. I said, oh, good for you, bro. Good for you.
Like, I honestly thought he'd be like, I'm going to buy more chickens.
That's right.
Because that would have made more sense.
I'm going to make money. All right? Much love. Pardon me, guys. Shit. Back from, I got it right. Back from commercial commentary talks about the opening angle a little bit before recapping the first round of this year's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. We get a little promo segment between Harley Cameron and Mercedes Moné wishing each other luck. Yeah. Okay. Renee Salmon Croquette.
Hold on. Somebody on Twitter, I meant to bring this person's name up, but like they mentioned that this reminds them of the Rock and Sock connection at the early stages of it.
No, more like Rock and Sock Puppet, but yeah. Yeah, sure. All right. You stopped me for that? All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
yeah.
That could have waited.
Yeah.
But Renee Salmon Croquette is backstage trying to get an interview with Hangman Page and his curly hair. He doesn't know what to say about the wild card, and he's on his own business. The camera follows him as he storms into a locker room and asks Prince and Nana where the hell Swerve is. Well, he swerved.
Mm-hmm.
If he went on a straight line, you would always know where he is, Hangman. That's why he swerves when he drives.
Mm-hmm.
Hangman not asking the right questions. He should have asked him where he swerved to. He makes it clear he wasn't helping Swerve in Dynasty and tells him to stay out of his way in the Owen, or he'll pick right up where he left off. He goes to leaving. Nana stops him and says he's been wanting to tell him something that he really regrets. Hangman tells him to stop Not another word, and he doesn't get to apologize. No. All right. Wait, go ahead.
Another branch.
Yep.
Another fucking branch right there.
Excellent segment.
Yeah.
I love this segment. Again, they continue to build. They continue to fucking build.
You know what? I feel like just storyline wise so far tonight in this show, pay-per-view level.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
from
crazy.
a story standpoint, it was just like how we said Dynasty was a focused storyline-based show.
Mhm.
Tonight's Dynamite was a focused storyline-based show.
Yes.
But they mixed in the wrestling so well.
Yes.
And speaking of which, Team Richard O'Shea makes their entrance for the $400,000 Atomic Coast, and we go to break. We got the Beast Mortos crew and Richard O'Shea going against Kevin Knight, or as Werner calls him, Knight.
I've never said that. I called them Knight.
Learn how to spell, Werner. Mark Briscoe, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Will Ospreay
The third.
in a $400,000 explosive match. Pause if necessary.
Pause.
Cheat code, cheat code, cheat code, cheat code, cheat code, cheat code, cheat code. This reminds me of those year 1 and year 2 AEW showcase matches where Tony basically was just sending the best wrestlers out there and was like, just go out there and do what you do best.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the crazy part about it. It wasn't just a showcase match because all of these wrestlers are involved in a storyline with each other.
Yeah.
Or just wrestled each other. So even in their showcase match, they match together people that are intertwined with each other. Pause if necessary.
Pause.
This is something that, at bare minimum, on the road to WrestleMania, WWE could have been doing. And they haven't. And AEW is seamlessly doing it. And Tony Khan could have phoned this show in.
Mm-hmm.
He could have conceded to the drones and fair walkers and phoned this show in. And he didn't. But Kevin Knight, or again, as Werner calls him, Knight, Kevin Knight, Mark Briscoe, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Will Ospreay.
The third.
Won by pinfall with Hidden Blade from Will Ospreay.
The third.
On the Beast Mortos, winning $400,000 to split amongst themselves. Looks like Will Ospreay is going to Disneyland. Mark Briscoe is going to diversify his portfolio. Speedball Mike Bailey is going to get those shoes. Even though I feel like he's a Mandels guy. I feel like he's going to go get some sandals.
Yeah.
And Kevin Knight is going to go to Magic City Strip Club and get him some chicken wings. See?
I don't think we'll see him next week.
Yes, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like the Beast Mortos eating pins. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I'd like to see him get a push.
Yeah, Action Andretti or Lio Rush could have ate the pin here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we get a recap of Fitter, or FTR as y'all like to call him, turning heel on Cope and absolutely destroying a surgically repaired neck with steel chairs. And Tony
Schiavone
lectures Fitter for being terrible role models in Excalibur Hotel and Casino, wishes Copeland the best on his recovery. The ring is set up for the Hurt Syndicate's championship celebration. To make this one a long story short, the Hurt Syndicate would give MJF the thumbs down. MJF would get the tough titty treatment because basically MVIP would just shrug him off and be like, hey, man, if they don't want you, they don't want you. And all I established is Bobby Lashley will hurt you. I will hurt you. And that was that. That was that.
Can we just get to the part where he hurts him?
Yeah, I mean, it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry about it. Pause if necessary.
Pause.
All right. Renee Salmon Croquette interviews, oh my God, Megan Bain.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch.
Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, 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 Lord.
I ain't gonna lie, that girl had a big ass, though.
Jesus,
Everybody
Warren, I
say it
gotta
with
keep it
me.
going, man.
That ass. That ass. Pause.
If necessary.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Let me suck them titties, baby.
I'm gonna let this ride.
Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I'm home.
Mama taught me a long time ago. Megan Bayne. Everybody just put Megan Bayne in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Jelly Nutella, if you fumble her at the 1 yard line, homie, I might recover and go the other way with it, brother. I'm at enough wrestling events to do it. I'm at enough wrestling events to do it. If you fumble that at the 1 yard line, I'm recovering and running it 99 yards. I'm letting you know, homie. Good God Almighty. That is one of the baddest white women I've ever seen in my damn life. But Penelope Ford basically talks her shit for her, but then Megan swats Penelope and Renee Salmon Croquette out of the way and says, she'll make you bow down. We go to break. So that sound you heard from Meth Michigan was Werner hitting his floor to bow down to Megan Bayne when she said
Pretty
that.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it to anybody from North Carolina.
I'm just going to play this one more time.
Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I'm home.
Yes, Megasis. 5-star came through with the 5 schmackaroo donation. Said, I like when Tony Khan is in the weeds. He's focused and ignoring the noise, as he should.
Mm-hmm.
As he should. There's literally nothing wrong with what he is doing right now. And wait, I don't want it to be one of the things where I take credit away from Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford is, hey,
Mm-hmm.
Penelope Ford is hitting for average 2 now.
Yes, she is.
Ain't no hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no hatred. Okay? Said her presentation is 100. Dude, just her looking like, that's something I always teach. Like, to any woman that books a consultation with me, I say, if you're trying to, get a solid brother that really stands for something, you got to have a little bit of mystery about yourself. Walk past him, maybe sit next to him, turn your head to the side, show off your skin a little bit. Face skin, fellas, don't get horny.
Mm-hmm.
Build a little intrigue. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't put together a lot of married couples as a result of me giving that advice to women. So, it is what it is. My advice works. And Megan Bayne has that down. She has it down. And Werner wants to go down. That's what he wants to do. He watched Alvin and the Chipmunk reruns just to get prepared for a night with Megan Bayne. Alvin, teach me how to be the main character so I can land the Megasis. That's right. All right, back for commercial. Tony Booty makes her entrance and crawls over everyone at the commentary desk to join them unnecessarily.
This was hilarious.
Then she informed Mr. Tasmaniac that she moved his car for him. but left her chewing tobacco inside. The one-liners Tony Booty had in this match during commentary, Thunder Rosa. When you question who you are in life, Thunder Rosa. If you need a 5G signal,
Thunder Rosa.
Pizza parlor serving tacos.
Oh, Thunder Rosa.
That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going against, and I think she's earned it now, Chris Booty. She has earned it. Being a booty is a distinction on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And Chris, you've earned it. You have earned it. You have sustained your thickness long enough to become Chris Booty.
Yep.
Okay? But guys, drop some of your favorite Toni Storm one-liners in the comment section, as she said. Shark Riley off the rip said one that had me in tears. When she said, kids, please try this at home. Hilarious.
That was great.
So, yeah, Stat dropped me on my head and made me 3 inches shorter, but when I saw Tony Schiavone, I got it back. Oh man. I love Toni Storm, man. But Kris Statlander won by pinfall with Wednesday Night Fever, and what was a pretty decent match. I would give this a mini cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
Good match between these two ladies here. All right. Warner, give your thoughts on the match, sir.
I thought this was a wonderful match to watch.
Was a.
Was a.
Oh, God.
No, I thought it was a wonderful match.
Uh-huh.
Kind of wanted Thunder to win a little bit.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie. I'd like to see her get back into that main event picture scene for the women.
For sure.
But yeah, I can't wait to see Statlander versus
Good job, Warner.
Jamie Hayter. I think.
I think. I think I can. I think I
can.
Yes, Thunder Rosa did look like she brought out her A game tonight.
Mhm.
It really seems like she understands her role now. You know what I mean? And that's uplifting the ladies, you know, making sure they have the best matches possible. So, you know, when a woman understands her role, not just in wrestling, but when a woman understands her role, guys, life is so good.
Yeah.
If you meet a woman that understands her role, marry her ASAP. Okay? Just keeping it a buck with everybody. But yeah, no, this is a mini cheat code, guys. Mini cheat code. And Werner, after this match, that means that you have to step into the batter's box and try to at least hit a single past the first baseman. So here you go, Werner. Take the rest of the show.
Oh boy. All right, Don Callis is backstage with Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher saying all roads lead to the Don Callis family.
This man was saying some of the zestiest shit. They're young, they're hot, they're oiled up and jacked. I was like, hey.
Oh,
Hey.
Well, now that I can skip that part, given the rest,
now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. Don't feel too good now, does it?
Well, that part, no, I feel fine.
Jesus Christ.
Given the rash of injuries that have taken place to the family, we're opening up initiations to join them. So send us your resume
Pause.
and your bank account info,
Pause.
and he'll take you straight to the top.
Pause. We're opening up initiations?
Yes.
No, now. You could have said membership fees, anything. Damn. Oh, no, bro. No, that's nasty work. That's instead of getting jumped in, you get fucked in. Hey, it's some gangs that do that, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's some gangs that do that.
Yeah. North Halstead.
It ain't no boy. It's more zesty gangbangers in DC than it is in Chicago.
Oh, I
tell you
believe
right
that.
now. Straight up. Yeah, we're gonna pause. We're initiated. What? All right, go ahead, Warner. Let's keep it going.
All righty. Up next, we have Adam Cole backstage with the Undisputed Kingdom. They changed their name now to the Paragon.
Highest rated Mayo Man. You know why? Because we're sitting at 52 people in the building live right now. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Hit that.
Get those likes up.
Yeah,
Get
please.
those likes up.
Please.
Get those likes up.
I'm a beg like he's sweating this mug, man. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching the show for the first time, welcome in. Love to see you. Where we at on the twits? Matthew Shelton's normally in here dropping those numbers, but he said, nah, I'm good. Appreciate y'all, man. And if you just now walking in, man, we kind of sort of not wrapping up completely, but we still got some show left. But watch the show on playback. Show the necessary love. Show the necessary love. I agree. We should have 52 likes.
313.
Oh, we over 300 them things on the twits?
Bang, bang, bang.
I ain't mad at it
bang,
now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a revolution? I said, do you want a revolution? That's what I'm talking about. All right, much love to all the new people in here. Welcome into Covalent TV for the first time ever, and the stream is going haywire. Okay, well, no, we're good. We're good. It went haywire for once. Oh, it's going haywire. No.
I think we're good.
Okay, Warner, go ahead. Finish out. Hurry.
All right. We got TV time with the learning tree. Jericho had threw a temper tantrum. That's all I'm going with. He threw a fucking temper tantrum for 5 minutes. It was a waste of time.
Warner, I don't know why that was so entertaining to me. Him hitting the TV with the bat had me laughing like a motherfucker. I don't think it was meant to be that.
I disagree.
No, Werner, hold on. Wait. I don't think it was meant to be that, but it was funny as hell to me.
I thought this was just a huge waste of time.
Hold on. Wait. What happened to us on Twitter?
What? We're at 3:15.
Oh, you can see the feed? I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it. 3:15.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yes, he did drop an F-bomb.
Yes, he did.
And it wasn't fadoodle. It wasn't
No.
fadoodle. You know what I'm saying? Bad words. Or fadoodle is a bad word. You should never say that. Okay?
I'm sure the FCC will be in contact with Tony tomorrow morning.
You run into the Wiggles, don't say fadoodle.
Mm-hmm.
You run into Barney the Dinosaur, don't you say fadoodle. You run into Werner, don't say fadoodle. That is a traumatic word for him. It brings back a lot of bad Mayo memories. Everybody put Mayo memories in the comment section.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing. Shut up. Nobody
It's
asked
not
you.
a thing.
Nobody asked you. I don't care if it is your trauma. Nobody asked you. But no, I actually was entertained by this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was the self-awareness segment.
Yeah.
Finally, let me make sure I say that. Finally, it was the self-awareness segment that Jericho needed. Dude, you see people want you to piss off. You see that the Learning Tree thing is a dudderino. And like they found some way to put that into kayfabe and for it to make sense. So that's why I actually was entertained by it, because it was actually self-aware. Finally. That's really all I was entertained by. Outside of that, yeah. You know, but other than that, yeah, I was feeling that part of it. Go ahead, Werner.
Apparently it's the 25th anniversary next month for the tour of Posse.
Oh boy. Okay, Werner.
Yeah.
See, this is why you have traumatic Mayo memories right here.
Okay. All right, up next we got footage of the returning 5-tool player Anthony Bowens. He'll be taking on Blake Christian.
I would have liked to have seen him on this show.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked to have seen him on tonight's Dynamite. If that's one nitpick I have of the show, one, I would have liked to seen a follow-up for Anthony Bowens on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'm good. Go ahead.
All right, up next we got Big Boobs McGee backstage with the Hurt Syndicate, asking where things will go from here with MJF. Lashley said MJF is not to be trusted. He doesn't like MJF. They don't need MJF. And Benjamin says, but George Costanza is kind of funny.
Oh, boy. I hate to say it, but I see where this is going.
MJF kicked out his girlfriend because they're dating.
Oh, yeah, we are still live. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh.
MVP told MJF to treat, I guess, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin as a consumer and find out what they need.
Gee, Werner, don't look like you're too excited to be on the show tonight.
Just this part. I didn't like any of this. I just, Who
put Mayo memories with the Dream Cloud?
Apollo, come on.
Yeah, some fan said, suck on a maple leaf. He said it just like that, too. Suck on a maple leaf. I was like, what the hell? Oh, man. Okay. The in-ring segment for Jericho, again, I like because it was self-aware. The backstage stuff with Njif and Mvup, I don't know. Something about it felt very WWE-esque.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, it was teetering on going full WWE, and I was just like,
I don't want it. I reject this. I rebuke this cringe.
I rebuke this cringe. I ain't played that one in a while. Somebody put through a donation so I can send that to church.
Yeah.
I rebuke that cringe.
Mm-hmm.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what they were going for with this one. But we'll obviously figure it out. I think I know where they're going with it, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's keep it going, Warner.
Alrighty, back from break. We got Chris Jericho storming out of the arena, smashing things with his baseball bat on the way before getting into his car and leaving. Hallelujah. Chris Jericho is hopefully gone for 6 months to a year.
That's all we've been asking for.
That's all we've been asking for. 6 months to a year or longer. Up next, we have our main event. Samoa Joe and Hook taking on Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Okay match?
Oh, man, I disagree.
Really?
It actually ended up being way better than I thought it was going to be. Hook actually performed in this one. Yeah, it was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I don't think it was a cheat code, but it was better. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. Samoa Joe carried, though.
Samoa Joe definitely did carry. But it's the same moveset out of Hook. Expand your moveset, Hook, for the love of God.
See, here was what I liked about Hook in this match. He was kept in doses. That's the only time Hook really even works.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? That's the only time Hook really works.
So then what we have declared is that Hook is just a tag team specialist.
Basically. That might be his calling. That might be his calling. Because, him and doses here worked.
Yeah. Hook applied the red rum on Wheeler Yuta to get the win. Post-match, we have Marina Shafir and her fine ass.
She's so fine.
God damn. Clipped Samoa Joe in the knee with a chair as Castagnoli placed the chair on the opposite end and hit Hook with a neuralizer onto it. The Death Riders bailed as Joe and Shibata made the save with chairs. As he left livid with Castagnoli smirking. Joe got on the mic and said, "We're taking you sons of bitches out. It's the Opps versus Death Riders for the Trios Championship." And the Opps stand tall at the end, and this is the end of the show.
I tell you what, Samoa Joe is one of those last of the guard type of guys that when he speaks on that microphone, you listen.
Yep.
That's something that maybe a year or so from now, Tony Khan needs to start building up. He needs to start building up dominant mic workers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Samoa Joe gets on that microphone, you go, whoa, oh. So, yeah, Tony, you're going to have to start building some dominant mic workers real soon, dude. You're going to have to start doing some sink or swim promos with a few people. Go ahead.
You really thought that was going to be MJF at the beginning.
A little bit.
A little bit, and then that went down to hell.
All right, let's go to ratings. Warner's just taking dramatic pauses again because he thinks he's on fucking CNN.
Don Lemon.
All right. So tonight's show, and again, this might piss some drones and some fair walkers off. I'm actually going to give this show a higher rating than I gave Dynasty just based on how balanced and focused it was as a wrestling program. I'm giving tonight's Dynamite a 9.1. I thought it was solid all around. I thought it was very focused. I thought that the things that needed to be focused on were focused on, and the wrestling was pretty damn good. Moment of the night. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm going to give it to Mark Briscoe for wanting to diversify his portfolio. I'm going to give it to him for wanting to diversify his portfolio. Go ahead.
I'm with you. I think this was a phenomenal show, very focused. Everything had a reason. It wasn't thrown together. It wasn't darts thrown up against a board to see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't just a malaise of 40-minute promos and then a 2-minute women's match and then another 40-minute promo and then another 2-minute tag match, so on and so forth. This was a focused show. This is real wrestling right here. This is how a wrestling show should be booked week to week. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Not again, 9-1. And I'm with you on that is the funniest promo of the fucking year so far with Mark Briscoe, Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, and Speedball.
Now, I was waiting to the end of the review for this one because I don't know. It just feels more important to say it at the end. WWE fans, I know y'all were looking for somebody or something to take your your anger out on towards your, your frustrations about the worst road to WrestleMania of all time. I know y'all were looking for a place to take that out. I understand. But to take it out on a product that booking-wise has been shitting on your product that you love, it looks kind of bad, especially after the show they had tonight. Because now what you gonna say? See, they trying to hold on to that Moxley thing, but dude, they're trying to hold on to that with all of their might. Oh, well, I still didn't like the Dynasty main event. You don't watch. And if you do watch, you hate watch. And if you do go to the arena, you're going to the arena to be a fucking fed walker.
Me.
Yeah, man. So don't do it. Just, you know what? Just direct that same energy and just hold the product you watch accountable. Okay?
Diversify your hate portfolio.
W. Is that how you like being talked to? Earlier in the show, on the W, this person got taken out by Solo Sikoa. W. But yeah, direct that energy towards your product that's actually booking the worst it's ever booked. Let AEW fans enjoy real booking that doesn't match the WWE philosophy. Not everything needs to be spoon-fed. Not everything needs to be, I'm your ABCDYFGW, and like, dude, no, like, we don't need to see all of that, man. I know how to say the alphabet. I did that on purpose. If in case there's somebody who's like, oh, he said it wrong. I did it like that on purpose. Because that's how Roman Reigns sounds when he talks. He sounds like a dumbass. So yeah, don't project. Don't project. Let AEW fans enjoy a recipe that is not directly from the kitchen of WWE. Okay? I guess that's my clear the air. That's what I want to clear the air on. Go ahead.
I got nothing for clear the air, actually.
Hear that, guys? He's got nothing for clear the air.
I got
actually.
nothing.
All right. Paulo said I'm going 9.5 out of 10. Sorry, what you apologizing for? Okay, let me see what we got. Said 9.5 moment, Tony Booty on commentary. Mr. Ma'am said 8 moment of the night, Kris Statlander versus Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
Shark Riley said 9 moment of the night, Tony Booty on commentary. All right, cool. Y'all seem to be high up in the rankings too. Mo came through saying 28 minutes and 9 seconds of wrestling on Raw, 42 minutes and 8 seconds on Dynamite. Double or Nothing already sold 6K tickets. Yeah, I saw. I saw. And everybody said Moxley was going to make people lose product interest. That ain't happened. Ticket sales have been going up. That ain't happened. Now what narrative you going to go to? But all right, y'all, it's time for us to get the fuck up out of here, man. We came here to rock it out, and we did exactly that. We put our guitars out there, and we played them. So it's time to get up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starkside.
The beacon of hope worldwide, the Messiah, semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Friday.